Evening all, how are we? My name's Adam Deval, mental health warrior, and my guest has literally just arrived just in time. Hope he's well. And yeah, just doing a little bit different today. We're going to bring back laughter into the universe because I know he's going to put his thumbs up or down if I'm wrong, but children laugh 200 to 300 times a day, but us adults seem to forget. Yep, I'm right. See, I've nicked one of his facts because he specialises in laughter, and obviously he's branded as the Laughter Man, and we're going to dive right into it. It's not going to be as long as usual, but all I can say is please share this in awareness and see you shortly. Hello and welcome back. I am joined by himself, Pete Cann. Hello.
How you doing, Adam? You all right?
Yeah, you?
Yeah, I'm really good, mate. I'm really good. Did I have you worried there whether I was going to be here on time or not?
I know. I was thinking, come on, it's not like him. I know he's on a schedule when it comes to being the chef, but yeah. But anyway, great show earlier. Great show.
Cool, mate. Yeah. Just nice to share a bit of laughter with Actually, she's a lady, Jackie, this afternoon. She's seen laughter yoga a little bit, and she's intrigued in the course that I run. And I said, look, come on to my live, and let me show you what it's about. And yeah, she's signing up to my course, which is fantastic.
So, brilliant. Brilliant. I'm still trying to get my partner on your show, but she's like, no. But hey,
no, she watches it though. She watched some of them.
Do you watch it, Kerry? Yeah, she watches it.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, she does laugh from time to time, but well, women. I'm joking. But yeah, obviously we're tuned in from Canada as well. So Robert Brooker, hello. No, I'm not called Alan. I'm called Adam. There you go. Keep being mixed up. Just scraping the bottom over here. There's no lost change. Okay. Right, before we dive into how important laughter is, just give us a little bit of a background of who you are, tuning in from, and why you got into all this.
Okay, so yeah, well, thanks a lot, Adam, for having me along, first of all. So I do appreciate being able to share the power of laughter. And so, yeah, I discovered laughter yoga back in 2016 at a festival. And pre that, I actually run an agency. I run a chef agency in the UK. So I've been doing that for 13 years. But anyway, so I was at the festival in 2016. I was walking through the Arboretum and heard laughter. And I thought to myself, there's going to be a comedian on stage. And as I walked around the corner, I was greeted by 100 people lying on the floor laughing. And I was just like, right, I know I'm at a festival, but this is just a bit like, what's going on? And there was a sign saying laughter yoga daily at 11:30. So I sort of said to Chloe, my wife, and the kids, I said, look, I'm going to go and do laughter yoga. You're going to join me? And Chloe was like, no, you go and enjoy yourself, Pete. So I turned up the next day with an open mind, which I think you need to have when it comes to laughter yoga. You've got to have this open mind to entertain it, really. And so we did all these different laughing and breathing exercises, and then we all lay down afterwards. And when I laid down, I literally could not stop laughing. I was doubled up with laughter. I had tears streaming down my face. I was just like, ooh. And then the Steve who was running it at the time, he's like, gets everyone just to sort of calm down a little bit. And this lady next to me went like that. And it was like, boom, off we were again for probably about another 5 minutes. And then Steve pulls us into this like meditation. So when you do a full laughter yoga session, you sort of do like a little introduction, then you do some laughing and breathing exercises, get to uncontrollable laughter. We lie down, we laugh, and that literally is just amazing, because everyone sets everyone off, and then you meditate, so you just ground yourself back down to like a normal state, but obviously a really nice state. And I sat up, Adam, and I literally I just blew me away how I felt. I felt high, I felt engaged, I felt alive, I felt tingly all over me, and I just felt like this weight had just lifted from me, and I was just like, I needed to discover more about what this was all about. So I went the following year, didn't really do much that year. Following year, went and did all 4 days, really consumed it at the festival, every session. And then in 2019 was when I really started going, right, actually, I want to be the Laughter Man. I want to bring laughter yoga to people. And I learned how to do it. My first job was in front of 150 people. It was just like, boom, let's go big. Let's get this, let's get these people laughing. And then obviously lockdown came in 2020, and my hospitality agency sort of ground to not a virtual halt. It was nearly, we could clawed our way through, but really mental well-being at that point, I couldn't control anything that was going on. No one could control what was going on. And, obviously a lot of people got hit from lots of different angles. And our personal one was the fact that, our income disappeared overnight. Our business was crumbling. We were just like the office. We lost the office. A couple of the girls moved on. It was just like, we were literally fight or flight mode. And I sort of dived in at that point and started laughing 4 times a day with other laughter leaders, and just sort of really getting myself into it. And I just reached out to someone and said, look, this works online. Can I have a go with your team? And I did it. And then next thing, I get a booking, and then another booking, and then another booking. And then it just started snowballing. And now, I run probably 3 to 4 workshops a week. I do laughter training, where I train people to do what I do. I go on stage in front of 1,000, 1,500 last year. So yeah, it's amazing, Adam. It's just a whole fantastic thing.
Brilliant. When lockdown hit, did you see? Okay. When lockdown hit, did you see that as an opportunity to target your family with laughter?
Yeah. So they already knew what I was doing, because obviously we had they already were into a little bit about what I was doing with laughter, and they could see how it made me feel. So I just sort of, I suppose it was good. The targeting wise was more about, they were actually into the high energy of where I was at, because ultimately I could have gone into like a real deep slump. And don't get me wrong, mate, there were days where I was very much this, what is going on? We can't control any of this. And I did reach out to quite a few friends and had proper chats about stuff, because, a lot of people were like, obviously, especially people that we know that had jobs working for people, and they were on furlough and all of this. And we were just like, what can we do? It's just like, it was tough, but we were laughing. We just made the most of what we could of the situation, and just tried our best, really. And it's actually funny enough, I was just chatting to my daughter, my 11-year-old, and saying that I've got to go, because we were just doing some painting. I said, I've got to go do some laughs. She's like, oh, Daddy, okay. I was like, yeah, but I'm happier now, aren't I? She's like, yeah, no, you are. And it's really good that you're sharing this with people. And I'm just like, yeah. So they get it, mate. They get it. Maybe not at like 8 o'clock every morning when I'm laughing for 10 minutes. Some mornings.
No, well, I came across an article this morning which states that scientists have now proven that kids that play with dolls, whether it's like Barbie dolls, Action Men, whatever, they actually recognizing emotions and feelings over kids that are just on video games.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So this is what we're trying to bring away from our kids, because they're obsessed with video games at the minute. And yeah, it's one of them, like getting them into nature. How I'm seeing it now is laughing. It's some sort of a therapy, isn't it? Like, do I compare it to aromatherapy? Maybe I don't know.
I think it's interesting, because like I said, I ran a course at the weekend, and it was the first course that I've actually ran where I could teach people to do what I do, and there was three people there, and you know, anyone that's sort of watching this, if you go on my LinkedIn, there's a video a few days ago of Selena, because what I did a little pre and a post video of, you know, so I just like, right, okay, how are you feeling? What are you looking forward to at this weekend? But in the back of my head, I was like, right, I just really want to see the difference in their vibe, really, from their energies from when they're first there. And they were excited to be, you know, at a laughter weekend, but the difference in their energy, and one of them said, like, it was literally like, you know, a therapy session. I've had 2 days of just being able to just release all of this energy that, you know, because we all hold it in different ways, you know, whether it's up here or if it's in here, or, you know, but actually when we laugh, we're completely present in that space. So you got no space for any stress, anxiety to hit you, because you're just literally laughing. And we ran 3 sessions, full sessions, so that was like 3 hours of laughter across the 2 days. But the energy was just shifting, and you know, you could just feel people were just lifted, and like naturally the conversations were flowing. There was no guards, because they'd sort of been broken down quite quickly. So it is a therapy for sure. It's a massive therapy. And you know, and I feel that anyone that I've laughed with, so when I do a laughter session, maybe with the corporate in a team environment, I might get a little connection with somebody where I like laugh, and they but actually when you spend 2 whole days doing this, you just get this real close bond, and this, it's amazing.
You do, absolutely. And I had the privilege of being on your show a while back anyway, and in all honesty, at first, I was nervous. And then obviously, because you do them 3 different laughs, don't you? And then obviously first laugh, I thought, what the hell am I doing here? But then come second, I was focused, I was into it. Yeah. And that's what makes you brilliant with all this.
It's just, I suppose there's, I've got this set list that I've created over time, and it's taken me a while to work out, well, okay, that one works and that one doesn't, or that one works but maybe a little bit later. And you know, so the, like say, the 4 laughs that we do it's a gentle way of going into laughter yoga, rather than just going, right, we're just going to grab some random things and just start laughing and pointing at stuff and laughing, because that's it's just, you can't go straight there, Adam.
It's exquisite.
People would be just like, right, what is going on? It's fun. I mean, Chloe, my wife, I was editing a video from the weekend, and she just like, we're like, it's that stuff about like we're hoovering laughter, just going. And she's like, you just look like crazy people. I was like, yes, from the outsider, but internally we are loving life, and we're just bringing this laughter along with us. So
exactly. So then the main question, which I put in the description, are we actually forgetting to laugh? And if so, why?
I just think we become adults, and life, when we get programmed, we get programmed, you know, just that actually you can't laugh. You're not allowed to laugh out loud. That's not allowed. You know, and if you seem to be laughing out loud, you seem to be like possibly a little bit crazy, because you're just like laughing for no reason. You know, and then like life is just throws us serious stuff. You know, I mean, I personally don't watch the news, but I try and stay away from all of that, because they're programming us in that space. And actually, but people do, and people read, and people are scrolling, and they're like, all of this negativity is being thrown at them, and so they're taking it all on, and they're just getting heavier and heavier and heavier. So actually, when you ask someone to laugh, it's just like, actually, I don't want to laugh, I don't feel like laughing. But then if you think about a time when you maybe you've gone to a stand-up comedy, you know, and it's like, not watching it on telly, I'm talking about being at a live event, live show. Right, okay, so we're laughing at the comedian, so we're laughing at their joke. So again, it's quite it's whether that joke hits us or sits with us, that we get their humor. So that's the first sort of barrier, I suppose. But then if you're sat there listening to comedy, and you've got somebody next to you that's laughing, that you will laugh because they're laughing. So then you actually, it's like this whole laughing session, if that makes sense.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we're not talking about Chris Rock's joke.
No, not at all. No.
Let's not get into that.
No, exactly, mate. Exactly. But just think about like when you do feel leave a comedy session, you know, how you feel, like whether you've had a drink or not, but you just feel lighter, you feel happier that you've had that entertainment for the day. So it's good.
Absolutely. One comedian I actually do keep an eye on, Ricky Gervais.
Yeah.
I do keep an eye on him, but as Elizabeth's put, we need to laugh to stay young. Absolutely, because I believe we have all, it doesn't matter what age you are, we've all got that inner child in us. Mm-hmm. And people need to get what I was fearing before I came onto your show, fear of embarrassment. But I thought, you know what? I'm going to say it, I had a fucking blast. I really did. And I highly recommend it.
It's getting out of the left brain and getting into the right. Or was it the left and right? Whichever way.
Just say centered.
Yeah, we're so caught in our analytical space that we're like, and then we then think about it, but think we're being really silly and just like childlike and it actually doesn't feel right. And actually, I'm 46, so why I don't like, why am I doing this? And I see it in people's eyes when we first start doing it. But then there's this click where you literally just go, right, I'm doing all these laughing exercises and actually I'm laughing genuinely because it's gone from feeling awkward to feeling like this is bit weird, but actually then the laughter comes, and then next thing you know, you're laughing at how ridiculous you feel that you could be, and then you get out of that headspace completely. It's wonderful.
Exactly. And when you're doing these laughing, like for example, my partner, she cannot take me. She loves Christmas, but part of it, she hates it because she hates me coming shopping with her, because every time we go into a toy shop, she does what she needs to do. I'm there, try me, and she hates it.
Oh, what, are you pressing all the buttons?
Funny though. Yes. It's funny though. It is. It's funny.
Here's one for you, Adam, because Selena, who was on my course, right? She told me that when she goes to IKEA, you know, the timers for the egg timers in the kitchen, she'll go there and she'll just go and turn them all up for like a minute. Then she'll go off, she'll come back, she'll turn another minute, and then she'll like walk off and then like just stand and just listen to them all going off.
Kerry, can we go IKEA?
Yeah.
No, she said no.
Just go on your own, mate. Just go on your own. It's fine.
I'll probably get arrested.
Yeah, I'll come home with lots of candles.
Oh, she loves candles. But hey, yeah, laughing therapy is a good tool for our mental health. But the thing is, just the word mental health anyway, I laugh at that. And people do need to laugh at it.
Mm-hmm.
It is. But they forget that. So, as children can be a pain in the ass sometimes. I bet your kids are from time to time, drive you literally insane. But how do we turn from that frustration into saying, right, whatever, and just laugh it all off?
So it's just being able to clock yourself that when that happens, it's important. You know, it's and don't get me wrong, Adam. There's days where I lose it. I do, and that's just natural. I think that's
human.
Yes, human, exactly. But it's just having these little triggers that you can step away for a start is important, because obviously the more energy you give to it, the more it gets. But there's one little tool that I find helps when it comes to speaking with children, whatever age, or even adults. You know, if you're in an argument, there's a thing called gibberish. Have you heard of gibberish, Adam? Yeah. Or gobbledygook? Yeah. So basically, you can just start talking in complete gibberish, and you know, your body's telling you what you're feeling, but your words aren't being hurtful. And I think that's the problem when we get into arguments, is that words, you know, we're all do this, you know. It's just like in the heat of the moment we say stuff that actually maybe we didn't mean to say, but actually if we go blah 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 blah, Better?
Exactly.
Better.
Well, what I do with my partner, like I've even done it with the kids as well. Every time they want to have an argument with me, I'm like, just go and argue with the mirror because I'm not interested.
Yeah.
That's what I said. They hate it when I direct them to the mirror to go and argue because I'm not interested.
Yeah. It's trying to stay. I suppose sometimes you need to vent this energy. You have to. It's important to cry. It's important to laugh. It's important to shout. There's shouting yoga that I've heard about. Someone's told me about this shouting yoga where they literally will, screaming as loud as they can. But again, you're just letting it get out all of this energy out of your body. And it's the same. It's what we do with laughter. We're letting, we've got the endorphins, the dopamine, the serotonin, the oxytocin, all of these positive chemicals that we're releasing through laughter.
Exactly. And obviously, speaking of my partner, she's shared this, so brilliant. But yeah, do you think we need to get this into the education, laughter? Because my daughter's been going to school. Obviously, she just restarted a few weeks back, but obviously home educating. But before that, I did not see not one yoga session. But now she's back, I'm seeing it once, maybe twice a week. So it is getting out there slowly, isn't it? But laughter yoga isn't.
No. It's no, it's an interesting one because thinking about my daughter does mindfulness now on one of her clubs. She does is mindfulness but actually, laughter is just a wonderful thing. It's just like actually children, they obviously they do laugh 200 to 300 times a day, but again they get stressed and overwhelmed and anxious, and especially this time of year where it's sort of getting close to exams for quite a few different age groups. So actually, and they say that laughter, reduces the anxiety. And I was reading some tips about, exam pressures. And one of them was to tell a few jokes in the morning. Well, actually, you can just do some laughing exercises and that get them into the, because again, when you're anxious, you lock, don't you? You lock everything in. So you can't actually see past this. But actually, by laughing, it opens it up, which therefore means that you've got the vision to work out what the answer is to the question that you're doing.
Exactly. But and if you struggle with that, do what my partner does. Well, she spends pretty much all day when she's not doing other things, but have 10 minutes on TikTok. Find comedians. Because they're all on TikTok or Instagram.
Yeah.
Exactly. See, obviously, mental health warriors are now on TikTok. Anyway, you need to get yourself on it, Pete.
I am on it, mate.
Oh, you're on it. You're on it.
Yeah. But it's one of these things where so I went on it, and then just like it's like any social channel, isn't it? You've got to be present and you've got to do lots to get it going. And then my daughter started getting into it, and I was just like, look, do you want to manage my TikTok account? And she started doing some editing on my videos, which was great. And then she lost attention on what she was doing. Or maybe she wasn't managing me well enough. I don't know. She just
you sacked her.
Well, I said to her, it's like, if I get a job from TikTok, which I believe I could, I said I'll give you half of whatever the revenue is. So, but again, that's a golden carrot that's over here, and until that happens, it's obviously some energy. But no, I do I'm guilty of scrolling on TikTok and finding, like say, if you find a comedian and then it knows that you're hanging out for a bit, so therefore it'll put a few more in front of you, and then next thing you know, an hour's gone, and you're just like, okay, that's fine. I feel better for that. So
it's one of them addictions, isn't it?
Yeah.
It really is time consuming. It really is.
Yeah.
So obviously you target all ages, your audience, isn't it? All ages.
Yeah, all age. I mean, ultimately, laughter's for everybody. I mean, I've run sessions where it's been for primary school children. I've run sessions for secondary school children. I've run sessions for teenagers. I specialize in sort of the corporate world is sort of where I like to go into businesses. But then I've done some stuff with some seniors as well. So it's just really amazing. It's just it's a connector from lots of different angles. I feel like we need to have a laugh in a second, Adam. I don't know. It's just leading up to that, isn't it?
It's looking like it, isn't it?
Yeah.
It really is. Kerry, come here. No, she will still want.
You should see if Elizabeth wants to join us for a laugh.
Elizabeth, yeah. Everyone join in. Everyone join in. Go on then. Shall I give you the platform, and I'll just hide in the green room?
So wait, no, are you ready to do a couple of exercises? You want to do a couple of exercises now, or?
Yeah, go on then. Yeah, and then obviously you can send me all your links. I'll get followed on you on everywhere.
Okay, go on then. Let's do a couple of exercises then. So if you're watching this at home or wherever you are, you can obviously you can do this as well. Even if you're in a crowded train, I encourage you. So right, Adam, are you ready? To put hands
Not really, but go on.
Come on, put your hands out in front. No talking, all right? Deep breath in. And breathe out. Breathe in and let out a long ha. Breathe in. And and that's all laughter is. It's just a ha on an out breath, okay? So let's go through these 4 laughs, okay? So first laugh is from the neck. It's shallow. It's where we don't feel like laughing, all right? So we're just going to go. Second laugh is going to come from the heart, okay? So this is more of the Third laugh, okay. Third laugh's our belly laugh, okay. So when we sit down, we got so much oxygen just stays in the bottom of the lungs, and we hardly ever breathe this out, okay. So I want you to think of Santa. I want you to think of going around that toy shop, and we're just going to hold on to our bellies, and we're going to go. For the final laugh, okay. The fourth and final laugh is our childlike laugh, okay. So as I said, children laugh 200 to 300 times in a day. So we're going to be childlike now, Adam, right?
Okay.
We're going to take our laughter from our heads like this, put our hands like that. We're going to go. Breathe in and breathe out. How do you feel?
Oh my God. To say I was actually quite peed off this morning and I'm shattered because I got woke up during the night, but no, I'm all right. I'm ready to crack on.
Fantastic, mate. Fantastic. Yeah, I mean, listen, and that was just like literally 2 minutes, if that, of laughter. Yeah. So when we do a session, it's all about prolonged laughter as well. So when I start, so each of those little laughs were maybe 20 seconds. So by the end of the session, the exercise is probably about 2 minutes long of continuous laughter. But then that's when the real magic starts happening, because we need to laugh for 10 minutes really continuously to really get the benefits of laughter. And again, if you're at a comedy show, it's great, but it's like usually and then that's the end, isn't it? So amazing.
There you go. Elizabeth did it as well.
Yay.
There you go. Right. Obviously, if you want, Pete, obviously you can download this because we was live on YouTube also. Put it on LinkedIn if you want. That's not a problem. And well, where can people find you besides TikTok and LinkedIn?
So I reckon the best bet is just find the hashtag the Laughter Man, which is stuck over there on the floor. On the floor? That's not the floor, that's the ceiling. So the hashtag the Laughter Man, or PeteCann.com. That's my website. There's loads of videos kicking around. So if you type in that hashtag, you will find me on all the different social channels. And then whichever channel is your favorite. I'm probably the most active on LinkedIn, if I'm honest. That's where the conversation that I have the most. But I do post on all the other channels as well.
Well, there you go. Right. All I can say is thanks for coming on. You've been amazing as usual. And people, whether you're watching now or on the replay, stop forgetting to laugh. Just crack on. Bit of housekeeping. Tuning in an hour and a half. An hour and a half from now, 8 p.m. UK. We've got Dale Walsh, who's straight in sober. He's got a unique guest who lives with cerebral palsy. Wow. So, yeah, we've not covered that yet. So that should be very interesting. And I will sign us out. Please share this in awareness. And again, Pete, thank you. Bye.